Hey there everybody, Johnny T here, and today we're going to replace the battery in this very interesting Casio watch. I think these watches go for like 150 to 200 on eBay, which is pretty interesting considering it's just your typical G-shock. I believe these models are super popular though. This one's using module 3178. And it's GLS-5600KL. So the most interesting thing about this watch is obviously this kind of opal holograph internal bezel it's got going on. And I guess that makes this a pretty desirable watch. I could see buying a donor watch, whatever model this is, I forget already. What is it, a GLS? And replacing the whole band and the crystal. And I think that's actually glass, which is kind of crazy. It's usually acrylic. So I've never owned this version of a G-shock before, and I'm actually quite impressed so far. Yeah, so I believe this is just otherwise your standard G-shock. It just looks really interesting. It's got all the same functionality, I believe. 200 meters water resistance, made in Thailand. Shock absorbing structure. Casio G-shock. This band is made in Japan. Signed at the clasp or the buckle. Yeah, overall in pretty okay conditions. A little beat up. Somebody did wear this. So yeah, today we're gonna replace the battery in it. So I'm going to start out with using a number 0 screwdriver head. Oop. Because I think that's what we need here, if I recall. Yeah, that seems to slot in pretty well. So we just want to remove these 4 screws. Pretty simple. You could also remove the band if you want, but I usually don't. I don't really see the point. I guess if I wanted to deep clean this watch, I could remove the band, but I'm not going to do that. So yeah, this number 0 seems to do the trick as far as I could tell. And that case back seems like it's off. Let's get all these screws. Yep. And then you gotta, so the band is actually, there's a lip here on each side. You're gonna want to kind of pull it back a little and then just kind of grab it, and if its gasket comes with you, that's fine. There's a bunch of debris and stuff in here, it's fine. So the case back does feature a piezo element, so this watch is going to beep at us. You can tell how loved it is based off of all the debris we're seeing here. It's usually a pretty good indicator that you know, somebody loved this watch and loved to wear it. I'm probably going to wipe this down with an alcohol wipe and then let it dry out overnight. You can also see there's a bunch of crud all on the edges. It's all dried up. This is usually from repeated. I mean, if somebody wore this watch when they're working out, it's probably sweat. But a lot of soap and soap will get in here and stay here forever. That's what I experience. So anyways, I'm making everything all dirty and gross right now. I'm gonna blow this off really quick, just to kind of, I'm gonna blow away all this crud. And I will take this gasket, I'm gonna clean this gasket up with an alcohol wipe as well. And I will put this aside for now. Okay, so I've seen this before. Most of these G-shocks are going to have this kind of piece of rubber or plastic, soft plastic, that just kind of presses the module into the watch cavity when you tighten down the case back. That's kind of what that's for. So we are going to want to short this, so you're going to want to get yourself some brass tweezers, or it's been suggested that you don't use steel because steel can puncture the metal contacts, so you're going to want to use something like brass. Brass is ideal for this. Okay, so the way this usually works is there is going to be a tab on this left side that you need to hook. You got to hook under and then pull out. It actually might be over here. I'm thinking that's it right there. So what I usually do is I grab something like a dental pick and I just come in and hook under, and boom, we're good. So that just unhooks the battery. And then what I do is I come in and I just very gently kind of pry this. I probably shouldn't use this actually. I'm going to get a plastic tool. So I bought all these little plastic tools for like makeup or makeup application or something. I can't quite remember what. They got all kinds of different weird shapes and sizes. What I want is probably something like a wedge. Something like that, perhaps. And then I don't want to rip this. I also don't want to pull the whole movement out, which I just did. Fantastic. So that's something that I think I do every time I work on one of these. It's so annoying. Okay, fantastic. So this is why you might want to remove the band, is so that you can use your other hand and just kind of keep everything down. Right. Okay. So now I have to get this back in. Okay, so what I usually do, so there's 4 levers, and you have to pull these levers in order to get the movement past the pushers. So I guess I'm going to do that now. Just kind of get this back in place. You know what? Right. Okay. How are we gonna do this? I've got the band in the way. Here. So I'm going to press down. Okay, so that's back where it needs to be. I'm going to come in with my plastic tweezers, and I'm just going to keep the movement in the case while I pry up. Is this on camera? Yeah, cool. There we go. I'm going to use brass tweezers to remove the battery because it's dead and I don't care about shorting it. And just like that, we're good. Alright, that was fun. Let's get my camera back in position now. Okay, cool. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a Panasonic CR2025. That's usually going to be over here. And yeah, CR2025. I am pretty confident that I've got a couple of those lying around here somewhere. Yep, just for these. This is the only reason why I have them, is for these Casio watches. Alright, so I'm just gonna plop this battery out. Use your plastic tweezers now. We no longer want to use brass for this. And then let's get this camera back over like this. So then we want to get our tweezers. Okay, so we want this battery to go in the same way it came out. So you want to put it in through here on the right side, my right. And yeah, should just be able to slide this in like so. Try not to get it caught on this sticker like I just did. I just did twice. There we go. Almost. Okay, I'm just gonna push the sticker on it now. And we're good. Done. We're not done actually. We have to still short the battery, so alright, so now what we need to do is exactly what the sticker says. It says after battery replacement, touch for 2 seconds. AC is all clear and then minus. So AC is recessed. There's the AC pin right here, and then it's recessed down there. So we have to get our tweezers, and we really have to put them inside the hole here, and then so I'm going to put this down, then do the thing. 1, 2, and now, yep, it's running. Oh, buddy, it's running. Hee hee. Very good. Okay, cool. I think I will actually remove this band. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So this is a number 0. And, you know, that fits pretty well in there too. No, it doesn't. I don't like that. It doesn't quite fit in there. Let's try a 1.6. So this is a 1.6 precision screwdriver, purple band. I think this might fit much better, and it does. Yes, that's much better. I just want to remove, don't lose your spring. So this spring right here touches the piezo element, and it comes all the way out. So you don't want to lose that. I should have gotten the band off before I did this, so as not to lose that spring, but it is what it is. Is this right? Yeah. I don't know if I have to remove those actually, because I just remembered the spring bars are in there. Let's get a spring bar removal tool, and you just want to hit them where they are. There's one. You probably want to do this with the case back on. Don't be silly like I am, because I'm getting debris everywhere. And this is nasty stuff that you don't want in your watch. I'm going to blow it out just for good measure. Try and blow away from the movement. Okay, there we go. I'm going to clean this up now with an alcohol wipe. I can't put this back together because there's moisture now all over everything. We don't want moisture to get trapped inside the watch. But I'm gonna get an alcohol wipe, and I'm just gonna wipe this down like so. And then what I usually do is I will grab my... Oh, you know what? It fell, didn't it? Yeah. So I get my pusher, wrap the alcohol wipe around it, and this will allow me to really get in here and get stuff out of the edges. And then I'll get inside of the where the gasket goes. Just kind of clean up around there, and then you'll get a bunch of stuff on your alcohol wipe. And then I like to do the other side, and then just kind of clean up a bit more. Really get in here. Just yeah, clean it up, clean it up. Cool. Okay, and then I'm going to also clean the gasket. So I'm just going to run the gasket through like so. You don't want to drop the alcohol wipe on the movement like I just did, sorry. Cool. And then I'm going to clean the back of the case back. Now some of this stuff just won't come out, which is fine. As long as I get all the superficial stuff out, I think we're going to be fine. And now I have to let this dry overnight because, yeah, I've introduced moisture into places I shouldn't have. So, you could always use an ultrasonic cleaner too for this instead of an alcohol wipe, but yeah, this stuff ain't going nowhere. But at least I could get it flat so the gasket will sit better. And there you go. So, yeah, I'm gonna blow all this out again. I'm gonna blow this movement out again. Cool. Now I'm gonna put the I'm gonna blow this off really quick, this movement spacer, because it's got debris on it. And now I'm going to put it back on, like so. And then, so the piezo element, I'm just going to put it on to test it. I'm not actually going to leave it installed. But a piezo element, this round piece here, needs to go where the spring is in this little round indent. And I'm putting it on without the gasket. And I'm just going to install a screw on each corner. This is number 0. Without the gasket. Don't tighten these screws too much without that gasket. You might stress something. Go. And now, ta-da! We have a working watch. And it is still disassembled. I still need to put it back together, but check that out. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like it. Yep, so the piezo element's working. That pusher's working. This one on the top right seems to be not working though. Unless, is that the light button, I wonder? Oh, that's working, yeah. So this is light. This one is, so I push the timer here, in the bottom right, stop it, bottom right, and then push the top left, and it resets it. Whoops. Yep. This is all working. Excellent. Perfect. Right on. Sweet. 2005? Wow. So usually when the watch is resets to a certain date, that's how old it is. So this watch probably came out in 2005. Wow. I had no idea. Right on. So this watch is 20 years old. Wow. Alright. My camera cut out because it does that. So yeah, 20-year-old watch. Yeah, so the dimensions on this watch are 44 millimeter case size, 12 millimeters thick. The lug to lug is about 46 millimeters, and then the lug width is 16 millimeters. So again, these watches retail, I mean, I guess now that I know that it's a 20-year-old watch, I guess these might be a bit rare, aren't they? Yeah, they're worth about 150 to 200 depending on condition. Mine's pretty beat up, so let's see if we can't get rid of some of these white marks with some, because it's got a white mark there and a white mark there. Usually if we get some alcohol and rub it a little, it'll buff out. And that's exactly what's happening here. Yeah. Looks a little better. Right on. Well, I'm going to have to clean this up a lot more. I still need to let it dry out, take these screws out, but yeah. There you go. That's how you replace the battery in your G-shock 5600. If you own this watch, let me know in the comments how you like it, how it wears, and What do you use it for primarily? I know a lot of people like to use these watches for camping and hiking and stuff like that. And this one looks like it's had a lot of use in a lot of ways. Actually, it's pretty beat up. So, all right. Well, if I helped you replace battery in your watch, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe. So yeah, thanks so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.